Good morning, friends. Today is day 39 of my journal. Today I wanted to talk about love, specifically romantic love. And I wanted to dissect what it looks like to actually feel and be in a loving relationship and what it is not. Being in a loving relationship is a very peaceful and calm thing. It is steady, it is solid, and it takes a long time to build up your relationship. When I was younger, I thought it was supposed to be like the movies, where it was high emotion, really intense, push and a pull, on and off. There was a lot of drama involved around it. And I realized that that was not the case. Part of the initial infatuation of meeting a new person is all of those high emotions, but to turn that high emotion infatuation into love is a much more steady, solid process that takes work. Love takes work. And I didn't know this as a kid. I thought that it was about chemistry, and chemistry is a part of love. But I thought it was the majority of it because that's what I had seen in movies. And that's what I had seen in TV shows. And I thought it was all about the grand gestures in a relationship that made love worthwhile. And what I realized was love is peace, and love is security and safety and steadiness. And it takes a long time to build. It is not a flash in the pan, because when you burn bright and hot, you end up burning out. You flicker out because it's not going to stay that way forever. And being able to live your day-to-day life with some excitement, yes, and new experiences, but having a steady relationship brings you a lot of peace. I get to hang out with my best friend almost every day. When I see my girlfriend, I love our relationship. She's so kind to me and believes in me more than I might believe in myself. And that gives me a sense of security because I know that she cares for me no matter what I accomplish. She likes that I try to push for better things in my life and that I'm trying to become successful in the financial sense too. But to know that she loves me in spite of what I accomplish for the day, and she loves me just for me, that's a very safe feeling. And it allows me to push harder and to push further and to actually try things with confidence because I know that she cares for me in spite of what I've done. She just wants to be around me. She enjoys hanging around me. And I feel the same way towards her. It's weird talking about this because I know she'll eventually watch this. But her belief in me gives me strength to try and to push on things that might fail. Because not only do I have a support system around me in my friends and my family and my loved ones, she's there too, who just wants to be around me. She likes doing things I do just for the sake of being around me. And I do the same for her. And I enjoy the peace and the comfort that I have with her. Yes, we do fun things. Yes, we have a lot of fun. We have an exciting relationship. But she's my peace. I feel safe around her. I feel safe to talk about what's going on, things I'm struggling with, and she does the same. And that took some work at the beginning of the relationship because neither of us had been treated in a way that we felt safe communicating our stresses. But early on, I tried to set a precedent that is what I wanted, and that is what I was going to work towards. And I would much rather hear the truth and what she is struggling with so we can work on it together. And I can feel safe to do the same with her because that's the relationship I wanted. And it took work. I had to have some scary conversations with her, only scary because I was afraid to open up. And her to me as well. We had conversations that are very special and dear to me, And they were hard right before they started. The first 15 seconds were kind of awkward, and I felt very afraid to open up. But after I did, and she showed that I was safe to do that, it was much easier to open up and tell her about things I was struggling with. And she handled them with grace and with care, so that I knew that the next time that I needed to talk about something or wanted to talk about something, she knew she didn't have to fix it, but she could just sit and listen. And I can do the same to her. A lot of the times, I want to fix her problems because I want her to have the best life possible. I will try to take all of her pain, all of her suffering. I'd like to fix it all. And a lot of the time, I have to sit back and just listen to her, because she is very capable of handling everything that she's going to go through. She just wants someone to listen to her. So I have to refrain, because I want her life as easy as possible. And I want to be the one that takes on all the burdens. And that's a flaw within myself. And that's something I'm working on. But she pushes me to become a better man by her safe demeanor and the way she treats me, that I know that I'm cared for and loved in spite of what I do. That no matter what level of success I'm at, whether I make $1 million today or I'm broke, she doesn't care. She just wants to be around me. And I feel the same way about her, and I love that there's safety in that. And I love that no matter what emotions we are feeling, we can talk about them, and we can work through them, and we can tell each other about our hopes and our dreams, and we can push each other towards that. And it's fun to feel like you have a partner in crime, that someone just wants to hang out with you, have a lot of fun, and try to be the best version of ourselves. That's what love is. Love is not being fearful that if you say the wrong thing, you won't get a text back. You'll be ignored. There'll be punishments. Love is having those conversations that are vulnerable and knowing you are safe. Love is gentle. Love is kind. Love is enduring. So if you think you're in love and it's only been a short amount of time, I promise you, you don't know what it is yet. Give that relationship time to bloom and see if brick by brick you build a relationship that is full of love. The first part is hot and heavy, high emotions, but that part is not love yet. That part is attraction and infatuation. The route to love is similar standards, similar work ethics, similar interests, mutual values, kindness, love, caring, sacrifice. Love is a lot more work than it is. Love is a lot more work than a lot of people realize. If you both get into a relationship wanting to give the other person a great relationship, that relationship will most likely do better than if you are seeing what the relationship gives you. And when you finally meet another giver, your life is going to be a lot easier because you can both try to give each other the best. And there's a peace in that. There's a peace and there's a safety that you will be loved in spite of the success levels you reach today. And knowing that gives you a blanket of surety that you can try stuff and you will still be loved. And there's people out there that will still care for you and not care about your financial successes or your business endeavors. They just care about you as a person. That gives you a lot of freedom to try things because you can control if you're kind, if you're reliable, if you're caring, and do things out of love for the other person in that relationship. You can control all of those. You might not be able to control all of your success, and especially not the timing of it. But you can do things that make a successful relationship. You can choose those always. You have control of that. And to have the peace that I have when I'm around her, I wouldn't trade for the world. I'm very happy. I'm very happy that I'm peaceful, because that's all I was searching for. I love hanging out with my best friend and doing little adventures, even if those adventures are running to the grocery store to go shopping, or hanging out with my friends and her friends to play zombies, or do whatever dumb thing we're doing. We're just along for the ride with each other, enjoying it, and pushing each other to be better. And I love that. Open your eyes up to what real love is, and find a good, healthy relationship. It will not be toxic. It will not be hot and then cold. It will not be explosive outbursts of emotion, because that's not healthy. And that's not what sustains a good relationship long term. That's not someone you want to build a family with, build a life with. You want to be able to trust your partner, to have your back, and you have theirs. So start to cultivate in yourself, the willingness to share, the vulnerability, the striving towards greatness, and that will attract people like that in your life. I hope you find that relationship and build it. It's about finding it and building it. You don't just stumble into a good relationship, you build it. And you can build one that lasts the test of time. That's what I've seen in all the happy couples that are old and going through life together for 50 plus years. They build the relationship. It's not that easy always, but they always choose each other. It's a choice. And that's a choice you can make. Go spread some love today and be a little bit of the good in the world. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.